Hello, everyone. I had a question from one of you, and the question surrounds this table, Table 2 on page 77. In this version, it says 4.2. It's Chapter 4, Table 2, page 77 in the fourth edition of the textbook that you're using. And the question has to do with figuring out the price of a bond when the interest rates go up. And what this is basically, let's kind of read the scenario here. 1 year returns on different maturity, 10% coupon rate when interest rates rise from 10% to 20%. So here's the scenario. You buy a $1,000 bond and you have a $100 coupon payment. And so your initial yield when you buy the bond is 10%. Now, what's going to happen to your yield and the price of your bond if interest rates go up? Now, the yield is 10 over 1,000, which is going to be 10%. A student was trying to figure out how the author came out with the price of the bond after 1 year. And I'm going to show you what the student did, and it was quite logical, but he couldn't get the right answer. So let's take the second bond, the second example, a 2-year bond, 10% initial yield, $1,000 initial price. And how can we calculate this $917? So I'm going to have to plug in my computer here. I'm losing some power. There we go. Now, I've got my HP financial calculator right here. And to figure out, I'm going to show you the way the student figured it out. So we got $1,000 price, and that's the future value. So I'm going to click future value right here. And we've got a $100 coupon payment, and that's our payment. So I'm going to click on PMT right here. And interest rates have gone up by 20%. So I'm going to type in 20, and this is where I input my interest rate right here, I over YR. Boom. And it's for 2 years. See this 2-year bond right here? 2 years. So I'm going to 2 and N is 2. And then I hit present value. And this is what was confusing the student. This student was getting a new price of $847, but in the textbook, the new price for the next year is $917. Now, the problem is the scenario. The scenario is initially interest rates are at 10%, but the rise to 20% after 1 year. So this means the first year interest rates are 10%. The second year they're 20%. And this is how we're going to figure it out. Let me start all over. The price of the bond is going to be the same, $1,000. Boom. Coupon payment the same, PMT 100. Interest rate the same, 20%. Now, since the interest rates have gone up after 1 year, we're going to figure the price of the bond for the second year. So this is going to be an N of only 1. If I click on N1 and I click on present value, look, $917, and that's exactly what they get right here. Let's try it again. Let's try it for the this example where it's a 5-year maturity. I'm going to hit on erase. 1,000 future value, or the price, $100 coupon payment, PMT, and we're going to have a 20% interest rate. Now, remember, the first year's 10 and the next 4 are going to be 20%. So we're going to have N minus 1. So we're going to put 4 as N. And when I hit present value, $741, and that's exactly what we get here. So that's how the author calculated the new price of a bond when interest rates went up the following year.